Welcome back to Tap Tech, your go-to spot for deep dives into the latest in tech. Today, we're diving into Apple's newest featherweight powerhouse, the MacBook Air M4. If you've been waiting to upgrade your ultra-portable laptop or just curious about what the new M4 chip brings to the table, this is the review you've been looking for. So, grab a drink, sit back, and let's see if the MacBook Air M4 lives up to the hype. Let's kick things off with the design. At first glance, the MacBook Air M4 looks nearly identical to the M2 and M3 models. That same ultra-slim chassis, minimalistic aesthetic, and all-aluminum body is still here. It's sleek, it's modern, and it still comes in 4 finishes: Midnight, Starlight, Silver, and Space Gray. The Midnight version has received a lot of attention for its new fingerprint-resistant coating, which makes a noticeable difference for anyone who's used the older Midnight finish that collected smudges like crazy. The MacBook Air M4 remains impossibly thin, just 11.5 millimeters, and weighs around 2.7 pounds. It's practically weightless in a backpack and super easy to carry around. This makes it perfect for students, digital nomads, or anyone constantly on the go. Open it up, and you're greeted by a stunning 13.6-inch liquid retina display, boasting over 500 nits of brightness and support for 1 billion colors. It's not OLED, but it's still sharp, vibrant, and has excellent color accuracy for most professional and creative tasks. Whether you're watching videos, editing photos, or simply browsing, this display continues to impress. Above the display is the 1080p FaceTime HD camera, which offers crisp and clear video quality. It's great for video conferencing and even casual streaming. The 3-mic array and 6-speaker system also return, offering surprisingly good audio for such a slim machine. Voices come through clearly, and there's even some bass. Now, let's talk about the star of the show, the M4 chip. Built on Apple's latest 3nm process, the M4 is faster, more efficient, and smarter than ever. It's got a 10-core CPU and a 10-core GPU in the higher-end configurations, but even the base model is no slouch. Apple claims up to 20% faster performance compared to the M3, and in real-world use, it delivers. Apps launch instantly. Multitasking is buttery smooth. Whether you're editing 4K video, crunching spreadsheets, or juggling dozens of browser tabs, the M4 chip doesn't flinch. Thermal efficiency has also improved. The MacBook Air M4 remains fanless, but it rarely gets uncomfortably warm, even under moderate workloads. In terms of memory and storage, it starts at 8 GB of unified memory and 256 GB of SSD storage, with options to go up to 24 GB of RAM and 2 TB of storage. It's still soldered, so make your choice wisely during purchase. The SSD speeds are blazing fast, and the memory bandwidth helps with smooth performance across tasks. Let's move to battery life, and this is where the MacBook Air continues to shine. Apple promises up to 18 hours of video playback or 15 hours of web browsing, and in real-world testing, those numbers are pretty accurate. You can easily get a full day of work on a single charge, and sometimes more depending on your usage. Charging is done through MagSafe, which is still one of the most satisfying connectors out there. And yes, you still get 2 Thunderbolt/USB 4 ports and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Port selection remains minimal, but it covers the essentials. Now let's talk about software. macOS Sequoia runs beautifully on the M4 chip. It's snappy, efficient, and the new AI features, like on-device transcription and improved photo recognition, are all optimized for Apple Silicon. macOS and the M4 chip work together in perfect harmony. Every animation, every app transition, it all feels fluid. Gaming on the MacBook Air M4 is better than you might expect. It's not a gaming machine, but Apple's Metal API and improvements in macOS have made games like Resident Evil Village and No Man's Sky playable at decent settings. With the new game mode in macOS, frame rates stay consistent, and thermal throttling is rare. Casual gamers will be pleasantly surprised. As for accessories, the MacBook Air M4 supports the usual suspects: Magic Mouse, Magic Trackpad, and Magic Keyboard. It also supports dual external displays now, which is a massive improvement over previous models. This change alone could be a big selling point for professionals who rely on multiple screens. Let's talk usability. The keyboard is still one of the best on the market. Excellent key travel, responsive feedback, and that large, precise force. Touch trackpad, it all makes for a great typing experience. The Touch ID sensor is fast and reliable for logging in and making secure purchases. Thermal performance remains a major win. Despite its fanless design, the M4 chip keeps things cool. You can push it hard, and it still stays within comfortable temps. No noise. No lag. Just efficient computing. Now, who is this laptop for? If you're a student, a writer, a designer, a developer, or just someone who wants a reliable and powerful machine that's easy to carry, the MacBook Air M4 is perfect. It's not the cheapest laptop, but the performance, build quality, battery life, and software integration justify the price. There are a few things that haven't changed it though. Still no Face ID. Still no SD card slot. And the webcam notch remains. But these are minor nitpicks in an otherwise stellar machine. Pricing starts at around $1,099 for the base model, which is in line with previous MacBook Air launches. As always, upgrading storage and memory can drive the price up quickly, so plan accordingly. In conclusion, the MacBook Air M4 continues Apple's tradition of making sleek, powerful, and incredibly efficient laptops. It's not a radical redesign. But the performance jump with the M4 chip makes it a worthwhile upgrade, especially if you're coming from an Intel Mac or even an M1. Everything just works. The design is timeless. The performance is class-leading for an ultra-portable. And the battery life is unbeatable. It's the laptop most people should buy, and that's saying something. Thanks for tuning in to Tap Tech. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a deep dive into the latest tech. Catch you in the next one.